welcome to the channel. This is Curious Combo, where I take the trades and analyze the chart using my double stochastic strategy for you to evaluate and compare the markets that you are on and the time frames you use. So looking at yesterday's price action, here we have the daily chart. A clear double top has formed now, and yes, we went beyond the all-time highs, way all to 23,351. And let me plot here the horizontal line and the range. We can remove the old one. Went all the way to 23,330 on the daily time frame. We don't take trades, but we get the overall market sentiment and situational awareness from the daily, and moving all the way down to, if needed, to the 5-minute like yesterday. Yeah, double top is formed. The oscillators are grouped to the upside, pointing upwards. The slow pointing upwards more clearer, but as you can see, the slow stochastic is a bit confused whether it's flatlining now here around the 80 level. You gotta be cautious when we're moving ahead to Tuesday as the tariffs get back to this, but I want to say it right in the beginning that the tariffs will kick in today, and it's not gonna look good in terms for stock pricing. Let's go to the hourly chart here and what the price action was yesterday. We got our top of the range here now at 324 some. And by the way, let me plot you also the open from yesterday. Oh no, sorry, here on the hourly it's not so precise as 15-minute and even 5 minutes. So this was the European Open, and even though there was confusion already and separation between the fast and slow moving stochastics, they were grouping together all day and the markets were pushing up. The defense stocks were really leading, some of them gaining over 13% again yesterday, as they did here in Friday, a little shorter stint and later in the session. But today was major move up all day, but clearly in two sections, early in the day and before US session. But here you could follow it on the hourly chart, and let's 5-minute was the really where you made your money yesterday using the double stochastic, and the US Open was here. And the manufacturing PMI was released here 9:45, and construction spending and ISM manufacturing US 10 o'clock at 9:45 New York. But today, this is unfortunately, I'm afraid this is gonna be the trend moving on to the day. The tariffs are gonna kick in today, and even this is just on a 15-minute. I advise you to be very cautious on the markets today, especially if you are considering this as rising market as I am, and I am not looking forward to take any shorts in this sentiment, but the tariffs will kick in today. Stocks is seen to tank today. Yesterday S&P fell most since December 18, testing its 200-day moving average already. We can see what it looks like here on the, we can hide here one and open the moving average cross. This is 21 and 150 days, what I'm using here. We crossed over last Friday evening on the 15-minute chart, tested, went just below the 21-day moving average, and now we skyrocketed to all-time highs. But what it looks like here on the 15-minute level, I took my long here or kept it here this morning session and thought that we are now in the all-time highs, so or closing into it, and this looked pretty high, and let go of my position here just to follow up this sudden rise. It was quite difficult, but clearly visible how you could ride it here on the 15-minute chart. Here even on the 5-minute. Even a bit more confused on the slow stochastic, but here you could see the sudden uprise if you had the time and opportunity to stay with the charts all day, but this happened around 2 o'clock, little earlier, 1:45 in the afternoon. I was way busy with other stuff already after the morning open and the morning session. Okay, if we look at the international markets, the Japan stocks have dropped now during the Asian session over 2%, leading to declines as Trump's tariffs dent the sentiment. It's really leading the markets down, and so is the US stock futures. Very cautious. The futures are ticking higher after this yesterday's big sell-off, but tariffs are starting today, and it's going to be very unpredictable. Nvidia only fell 9% just as of a few hours ago, so it might be priced already in, but volatility is for sure, and we are looking, unfortunately, to the downside, and DAX is no different. So here's the 15-minute trend line. Be very cautious. The fast moving is already grouped to the downside and leading the way, and the slow moving is due to follow. There will be some volatility for sure in the mid-range, but I wouldn't be surprised that if we go again to test these levels. Let me show you something what I can find here. This is already on the 15-minute, the 22,251 level here. That's the major support. Can we see something useful here? Yeah, well, there is a clear key level there. And this still holds at 22,290, and this is valid-ish here. Yeah, and so the morning open, we can get back to this tomorrow. It will be around here as the European markets open. Let's see. I am predicting somewhat the mid-range with the oscillators and us finding some support on this 22,757 level. So it's an all-new range, but today be very cautious with any position, extremely cautious, but the long-term upside is always on the long side. I am not the one to speak about shorting. The trends can be clear, the channels can be there, but I rather sit on my hands. As said before, patience is a position too, so you just gotta wait for your opportunity and the setups will come. All right, so this was my analysis for Tuesday, March 4th. No major economic releases today, just tariffs. That's going to be enough for us today. On the other hand, Wednesday, ADP employment and US services PMI will be released early in the morning. Factory orders and ISM services. So Wednesday is going to be, again, a busy day. Today is going to be a slower, volatile, and you are looking the oscillators, the grouping to the downside. So happy trading, be careful, trade smart, I will be watching the markets, however. I am here. Leave a comment. I will be replying. Let's build a community, and you have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday.